Hey y'all, PJ Mama here. So we are on day 2 in the morning of rehydrating our dry flakes. But normally there's not much activity, but look at Miss Fran. This is my Miss Fran. That's what I call my sourdough starter. She just amazes me. Can you guys see that? Look. Remember we just put it right on top of where it was. Look, I just moved it. But look how much. She's already doubling. Well, I wouldn't say quite doubling, but close. Can you see all the little bubbles? Those are active, saying she's in there, she's doing what she wants, she's eating. That's a grand thing. Okay, so what we're gonna do now, day 2 of the morning. Sorry, I was just way super excited that she's already moving. But no, we can't bake with her. Let me tell you why. Because we have good bacteria in here, and that's what the sourdough starter actually is, and it ferments. And as it ferments, it makes the environment a certain pH. I want to say it's like good, it has to be like 4.6. So right now, we don't have enough of the pH and enough of the fermentation and the good bacteria in our starter to keep out the bad. So that's why we have to do what we're doing, and it takes a couple days so that we can make sure to fill the entire starter with the goodness, so there's no room for the bad stuff. So now that we had a science lesson, let's figure out what we're going to do today. So it's day 2 in the morning. We got the smell. I still smell more flour than I smell really. Yeah, I would say she's pretty floury more than the sourdough smell. So that's what the smells like today. We had lots of bubble and she actually did move. That was so impressive to me. I just love my starter. I don't know if I've ever told you guys what she's from San Francisco. She's way super old. And I'm down in the deep south now. We're from Mississippi. So she has like a whole new unique taste. It's amazing. All right, so what we're gonna do today, we are gonna discard down to 40 G's. And remember, you wanna throw this stuff in the trash can, don't save it. Because 1, it turns into cement, and 2, it doesn't have enough of the good bacteria yet to ward off the bad bacteria. So we know that our jar weighs 436. Remember, we wrote it on there. So we know it weighs 436. So we are going to take 608, subtract 436. So that leaves us with 172 grams of starter right now. And I need to discard it all the way down to 40 grams again. So I need to get rid of 132 grams. And I got my plate out. Can you guys see this? Or is it mine here? And I'm just going to throw this whole thing in the trash so I don't even have to deal with it. And I'm just scooping it. And I'm going to bring her down all the way to 40 grams. So I need it to be about 480. I could do the math if I wanted to, but I'm just a guesser. So yeah, we wanted to say 475, and that will leave me in there. Look at it, looks like there's like nothing left, right? And that will leave me 40 grams left. Okay, so we're 2 grams over, and I'm going to put just 1 back in there. Just because of the crunchy stuff, I don't want that to count in my weight. It can, it won't hurt anything. But I'm kind of selfish. All right, so now we're going to do the 1-to-1 ratio. We're going to do 40 water and 40 flour. Just room temperature water, not hot, not cold. All right, so we got our water. Now I'm going to show you guys this trick. So remember how I said I was going to leave an extra gram or two in there? So, because it's all stuck up on the edges. So right now we've put our water in. I'm going to put a lid on it. And I'm going to shake her and shake her and shake her. See how it's all watery now? Like on your edges. So that's getting all the stuff we had up in here. It's loosening it all up. Now don't worry. I'm going to show you in there. Look, she's got all her goodness. Can you see it? So now we're going to add 40 grams of flour. I cannot get that last gram in here. Can you guys see that? It's being so silly. There it goes. And of course I'm over. So now I'm going to use my rubber spatula. Turn my scale off. We're done with her. Get her out of our way so maybe you can see better. And I'm going to stir it. I don't like to shake it when it's got the flour in there because that is a messy, goopy mess. But I'll stir it up real good. See how I'm scraping the bottom? You can see the glass on the bottom in my jar. That's what you want. You want to make sure you get all the starter that was left in there and just incorporate it completely and have no leftover flour. And then see how we shaked it? We're going to scrape down. See how everything just gets in there? Hope you guys can see this. Just literally scraping my jar. Getting all the stuff down into the bottom. Okay, so day 2, morning, we discarded down to 40 grams. We added 40 grams of water, 40 grams of flour. We stirred the heck out of her, got her all aerated up. Look, she's already bubbling. I just love my starter, you guys. She has never failed me. I've intentionally tried to kill her because, you know, I'm like that. And I can't kill her. She's amazing. All right, so I've marked my jar. It's right on the bottom. It's a little low over here, but okay, y'all see that? This side's a little high or a little crooked. Now I'm gonna put my coffee filter back on, put my ring back on. I'm gonna wipe my edges because it's probably sticky. Put it in my trash. Now I'm putting my coffee filter back on my lid. And I'm setting it till this afternoon. I'm going to give her a good 10 to 12 hours and see what she does for me. See you guys in a bit. I want to show you guys this real quick. This is the discard that we just took out of Miss Fran. Can you see these bubbles? Do you see those? See them look right here? See how they pop like that? That is her just being filled with bubbles. That is her saying, I am eating, I am active. And look, there's a whole bunch over here. They're still rather tiny, but look, right here. Isn't that amazing? And it's been one day. I mean, this is the second day in the morning of rehydrating our sourdough flakes. I just find that so amazing. I'm gonna scoop it and see what she looks like. Isn't that crazy? Like she's out building. Look at that. Just like sticky, goopy mess. I love it. All right, I had to play with it for a minute and show you guys. Hey y'all, PJ Mama here. Day 2, in the evening. Let's give it a look. We've got some growth. That's really good. We've got some bubbles. That's all really great signs. So let's open it up. See how it's looking on the inside. Oh, look at all those big old bubbles in the middle. Can you see those? All right, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna just feed, no discard. We're gonna do 40 grams of water and 40 grams of flour. Get our scale. And look at, it's totally grown. So exciting. Clear, and just room temperature water, not cold, not hot. I went a little over and I'm okay with that. And now we're gonna do 40 grams of flour. I got a little bit much in there, so I'm gonna take some of that out because I don't want it to be too stiff right now, since we're trying to get her to grow. Now we're going to give her a good stir. We want to make sure to get it fully incorporated and all the oxygen in there. Look how full that is. Really get in there. See how I'm scraping the bottom? All right, now I'm going to scrape the sides down. That's why I like this tool so much. It makes it so easy. And I don't risk breaking the bottom of my jar out in the stress points. Did you guys know that the jars had those? So if your stuff inside goes bad and it's going to blow up, it pops the jar versus exploding it. It's kind of cool. Can you tell it's late? I'm tired. So I'm a little slow. All right, let's put our rubber band back up to where it's at. That one's a little hard to see. Then we're gonna put the lid on it. I'm gonna take a look in there. Looks like I still got some stuff. Looks like a little dry piece in there. It'll make me crazy to leave it. Just put my spatula in the sink, so I'm gonna have to work with it. I think it's a little stiff. So I'm gonna add just a drop more of water in there. It's turning into kind of a dough versus starter. I really want to keep her hydrated right now. So there we go. Added a little more water and she looks much better. When I move my hand, you guys can see it. See how it kind of drops off? That's kind of perfect consistency. All right, so now we're gonna cover it up. Put the lid back on. Set it on the counter till the morning, and we'll be at day 3. Make sure we got it on the top of the starter. See it right there? All right, we'll see you in the morning.